Jordan Tower with JT News. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Make sure you hit that like button. And let's get right into the news. I'm not even going to bother promoting the hoodies. Let's get right into it. So, Tekashi and Shotti. Now, this audio was released the other day of him talking about everything that happened after the Harv situation where they took 6ix9ine and everything. It took his jewelry and, basically robbed him. Now, he was mad after this because they built up this whole thing about him being the king of New York. And internally, they had a problem within their organization. Harv took it upon himself to do what he did. And, of course, he was mad, okay? So, it was an internal problem going on. Then, on that same phone call, it said that he would do anything to protect the business, basically. His baby mother could get it, the kid could get it, okay? They don't care about women and children. Now, some people were saying that he, was threatening the baby mother, and he was, okay? It's in black and white, okay? But the point he was making was that anyone could get it. Like, anyone gets in the way of this, they could get it. I don't think he was specifically targeting her, but he was making a point that anyone could get it. So he definitely was sending a warning to anybody gets in the middle of this. It's a problem. Okay. Now, I just wanted to get that out of the way because there's so many mixed people think it's black and white. Okay. It is what it is. I don't care how close anyone is to the situation or how far they are away. Anybody could see what this is, okay? It was just a whole sloppy situation from CEO Chris already working with the police. These guys were all going to go down anyways. Tekashi was a weak link to add more charges to everything. That's basically what it was. Anyways, then we got... Did Logic respond to Joe Budden? He said, feeling the sun kicking my wife's stomach is the most beautiful thing in the world. Is he calling Joe Budden his son? No, I'm just joking. Joe Budden dubbed him the worst rapper, right? Now, Logic, why would he dub Logic someone who obviously respects the culture, right? Period. Like, a lot of people just come in for the money. He says in many of his interviews, and you can hear in a lot of his earlier music, that he listened from, the 90s or 80s on, and he was inspired by that and and he cares about lyrics and stuff when people don't care about lyrics anymore. People don't care about song structure, and Joe Budden, someone who says he's the best lyricist, should respect someone like Logic and knowing that every song isn't going to be lyrical miracle, right? Because the song he was judging was a stripper song with French Montana. Joe Budden has a personal problem with Logic. That's all I could get from that. And Joe Budden was never dubbed the king of hip hop, okay? He had one good song. He could be lyrical miracle, okay? But he had one hit song. Then the Mood Music series was pretty good. He was a good rapper. Was he the best rapper ever that everybody was scared of? No. No, okay? I remember him having multiple issues with people, and he would never come out the leader of the pack. I remember him going at Prodigy and a bunch of other people. I remember all those times. Now he's a podcaster, and now he's trying to change the narrative like, hey, you don't want me to unretire. You retired because it wasn't working anymore. And I understand that, and he moved on. Same way I believe T.I. did that, and a bunch of other people are moving towards media, which is a little spooky because everybody downplayed doing the media thing before, I've been doing media my whole career, so it's funny how, but then it's just funny how it works anyways. But I like Joe Budden's podcast. It's getting a little weird lately, but this was a weird stance to take. He also put up RZA talking about, that was his real response. That was a joke. His real response was RZA talking about how, Logic did a song with the whole Wu-Tang, and RZA co-signed that because he saw that he's good for the culture, moving it forward in the right direction, respecting the history of the culture. And that's very important. Respecting the history of anything is important when you move forward. The whole art gets lost when it's just for money. There has to be something preserving something. Lastly, we got Tyga signing a multi-million-dollar deal with Columbia. Now, this only makes sense if he got the same deal Russ did. Russ is someone that praises and harps on independence and having control over his art. He's still able to release singles as he wants and everything. Is Tyga going to have that same freedom? There's two ways you can look at it. Russ has a good situation over there where it's 50-50. Tyga had a good situation with Empire, where he was probably taking most of the profit and he was having success, right? He had a hit record over there. A smash record. I don't know why you would leave that. There must be something wrong over there or something different Columbia could offer that he can't get there. Here's the downside to it. You could end up like Remy Ma, where you're over there, you signed a deal a year ago, and nothing's happened. She released a song with Lil' Kim and she released a song with Chris Brown. Nothing happened. And that was coming off of All the Way Up with Fat Joe. So she made a mistake of not staying independent. And that could happen with Tyga right now. I could see that happening with Tyga right now because Logic is driven from moving independently to doing a partnership with a major. Tyga started off not independent, started off with Young Money, them doing everything, was forced to be independent, did a deal. I think the guy's name's Ghazi at Empire. They probably acted as a major for him because they knew that would be great for their branding and everything. To have a hit record over there, obviously. You got Iggy over there now because of that, probably. And then Tyga moves away and goes to Columbia for a multi-million-dollar deal, which is a little weird, and we will see how that all pans out. But I think it was a risky move. I won't say a bad move because you don't know the future. Risky. It's Jordan Taylor with JT News, and I'll check you guys in the next one. Make sure you check out the hoodies at least. And you guys have a positive day.